last night on The Bachelorette.
Oh, Dale. You are something.
You're something too.
Kiss me. I know.
This week, The Bachelorette graced us with one of the most exciting and, at the same time, exhausting episodes to date. Because at one end, we finally got footage of a certain someone showing up at La Quinta, and on the other end, we got this.
Dale.
Shut up about
Dale.
Shut up about
Dale.
And this episode was absolutely jam-packed with drama and head-scratching moments, so let's not waste any time. You know the rules, no posting spoilers in the comment section below unless they're sleuthed out, and let's begin week 3. So last week we left Clare and the gang at the second pre-rose ceremony cocktail party, where Clark Kent and the rest of the men are making their case for a rose this week. Well, all except one guy, Yosef. Instead, Yosef is plotting his destruction of Clare. He's not too happy about the strip dodgeball date that Clare took the men on.
We all have our line that, can't be crossed. And I'm sorry, that would be that's my personal boundary.
So he's decided to sit down with Clare and lay it all out in what is sure to be a respectful and adult conversation.
You're not setting the right example for my daughter. I'm ashamed to be associated with you.
Ooh, and you can see right there, that's the moment this turns in her head. Because as Yosef starts explaining how horrible of an example she is, how classless she is, and that he'd never do something to make him look so bad in front of his daughter or his family, you can see in Clare's mind, she's ready to go back to her greatest hits.
I would never want my children having a father like you.
I would never want my children having a father like you. Get out of here.
So the two yell at each other some more before eventually Yosef hits the back of the limo. And look, the weird thing here is Yosef would have been totally fine if he just explained himself and said, I don't think we share the same values, so I'm going to leave. Good luck with the rest of your journey. He's not wrong to be upset about the strip dodgeball date. But instead, he makes a complete buffoon of himself, so for that, he's getting a thumbs up, thank you next, from me. Good job on not looking like an a-hole on national TV in front of your daughter, dude. Naturally, right after, it's Superman Dale to the rescue to comfort Clare. Yep, that's Dale, by the way. He was a model for Party City before he went on the show. And we have all the proof here, Dale, no matter how much you try to deny it.
What is it?
Almost looks
What
like
is
you.
that?
Yeah, kind of looks like you. You get the dark hair and the...
No, but this is not like me.
I mean, it does look like you, though. No?
Nah, just kidding. Dale's been a great sport about it, even posting more photos online. So after Dale comforts Clare, and Chris Harrison comforts Clare...
Be that person that would never let somebody speak to you like that.
Yeah.
Maybe you've already found him, huh?
Yeah.
It feels like Clare has just solidified one man as her guy, Dale. Not like that already wasn't the case anyways. So Clare then decides to head straight into a rose ceremony where Dale gets the first rose and the elimination comes down to Fart Guy Zach, Garen, this guy here, and this man who I'm 60% sure just wandered in off the street.
Zach J.
And it's Fart Guy with the rose. The rest go home, and we can move on to the next day, and in true Halloween fashion, it's about to become the scariest episode yet. And what's the scariest thing you could think of happening on this show?
How's it hanging? I'm David Pumpkins!
Other than David S. Pumpkins, of course. No, it's this.
Dale's pants.
I mean, they smell like it. Let me see.
Let's see what size they are. Ooh, a 46. Oh my God.
Any questions?
Yes! Several!
Yes, I have so many questions, like 1, why is Clare sniffing Dale's pants? 2, why did DeAnna join in? And 3, where did they get Dale's pants? How did they get Dale's pants? Did Clare steal Dale's pants? Oh, and yeah, former Bachelorette DeAnna shows up to give Clare some advice on being the lead and about what to do with Dale next, which I hope doesn't involve his underwear. But while those two are spending their afternoons sampling the scents of Dale's wardrobe, the men are waiting patiently for their group date. Waiting and waiting and waiting, until eventually the sun goes down and an apologetic Clare comes in to say she's canceling the group date and instead having an extra long cocktail party.
I scratched the daytime date just to have a really long cocktail party tonight because to me what matters is the quality time.
So the guys get into their best outfits, Dale finds the one pair of pants Clare hasn't stolen, and we go for our extra long cocktail party where the men are each about to get an equal amount of time with Clare.
If I can speak with Clare first, even if it's for 5 minutes, I would greatly appreciate that. And this was nothing to try to like jump the gun.
So Dale goes for his quick chat with Clare, and he promises it's just gonna take a few minutes. That's all.
All I wanted to do tonight is just check in.
2 hours later.
Yeah.
So in the several hours Dale and Clare have been away, the men received a one-on-one date card, which went to Zach J, and all are wondering where Clare's been. So Easy decides to go and look for her.
Oh, what's up?
Dale's here. So this is awkward.
Bro, do your thing.
And Dale's quickly starting to rub the other men the wrong way. It's one thing to be the clear frontrunner, it's another to say you're going to take her away for 5 minutes and turn that into a week-long makeout sesh. Not to mention, Clare being like, can we hurry the rest of the day along? And you can start to see how frustrations are building with any guy who isn't named Dale. But don't worry, Dale got his extra time, and he knows better than to make matters worse.
Oh,
I think what bothered me here wasn't Dale walking in, because I guess that could have been an accident, or producers could have said, hey Dale, why don't you go through that door? What bothered me was the lingering. The fact that he doesn't just leave, but instead lingers and then eventually stays. That's the part that got to me.
Hi. What have you been up to?
Eventually, while Clare and Dale are, you guessed it, making out again, Chasen comes in to break it up like...
Excuse me, guys.
Oh, Halberd! Wow! Border Patrol! Arrest that man! Your donuts make me go nuts!
So of course, by the end of the night, Dale gets the group date rose, leaving the rest of the men none too happy at all. But okay, there's still a one-on-one to get to with Zach J, who thankfully left his fart ring back in his room as the two go for a spa date. So Clare puts some cucumbers on Zach's eyes and covers his face in guacamole, which is a great beauty technique for when you want to hide someone's face and pretend they're actually Dale. Oh, and you think that's a joke? Roll the tape.
In moments like this, I wish Dale was here.
The date then continues in the pool, and even Honey comes out for a visit, just in time to witness this date implode.
Now I'm gonna get ready, and we'll have dinner.
No.
Cool. What? Oh!
And what follows is an absolute awkward mess where Clare pulls away, and Zach reacts poorly, not understanding what just happened, and he tries to salvage the moment by pulling her back in. My main issue here is 1, the awkward neck pulling, which is a yikes moment, and 2, the second awkward neck pull-in. Now, I don't think Zach's intentions were to aggress on Clare. I think there was an awkward moment followed by confusion where Zach was thrown off by the kiss and didn't want to ruin the date. Nonetheless, the neck stuff shouldn't have happened. And obviously, Clare has mentioned she's dealt with trauma before, and this grabbing from Zach naturally upset her. So you can understand that when it's time for dinner, Chris Harrison shows up in her place to say Clare won't be coming, and that means Zach's going home. I feel like more should have been addressed here, but still, I don't think Zach should be cancelled or anything. Either way, he's now gone from the show, and we have one final group date to get to before the episode ends. A Bachelorette roast featuring Margaret Cho, where the guys are going to don their tuxes and slam their fellow contestants, including the other men not on the date who are going to be in the audience. And that includes Dale. So the other men are not going to be holding back their punches and are really targeting one guy with their jokes.
You look like the boa constrictor from the Jungle Book, and it's only a matter of time before Claire snaps out of your spell.
And as the jokes keep coming at Dale, the smoke starts fuming from Claire's ears. So Claire then decides to get to the bottom of this Dale roasting business, and instead of spending her time getting to know each of the guys, she keeps talking about, well, Dale.
You said you were coming to mine and Dale's wedding, taking shots at Dale. What's the Dale shots? You were talking about him being a front runner?
I know on this channel I often talk about how it's a mistake to spend your one-on-one time talking about someone else's relationship, but I don't think I've ever seen that coming from a lead and not a contestant. Anyways, after all that, Claire picks out the group date rose and decides,
Right now, I feel like this rose, I won't be able to give this out tonight.
no one's getting the rose. Which for the men feels really bad. Spend the night talking about Dale yet again, and Claire won't even hand out a rose. And it's not like the men decided to talk about the guy and spend their time on someone else. This was Claire's decision, and they're feeling like they're getting punished for it. Not even Ben gets the group date rose, and he really tried to not talk about Dale in his time.
I'm not really concerned with him.
I have not brought up another man to her, but she asked me directly about Dale.
So, Claire leaves with the rose and heads off with a producer complaining about how the day has gone down. And it's here she says this.
I really don't think I can sit there and go, you've dished on my fiance so hard, like I can't be doing that.
Did she just say fiance? Either this is some sort of sound edit from later on, or Claire has already decided in her mind that her and Dale are getting engaged. Either way, who's surprised? This is the Claire and Dale show, and this episode has been exhausting to watch. Could you imagine a whole season of it? We need something new, something exciting and different to shake things up, something like Tayshia Adams is here, the new Bachelorette. At the end of the preview, we finally have our first bit of Tayshia footage to salvage the mess that these first 3 episodes have created. I'm reinvigorated, I'm excited once more, and as far as I'm concerned, this is now a Tayshia Stan channel.
Any questions?
So thanks for watching this recap of week 3 of The Bachelorette. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, as we've got a whole lot more to talk about in the weeks to come, including the preview breakdown for tomorrow, where we're going to be looking at the fallout in the episodes ahead of us with Claire, and of course Tayshia, and some potential men from the season that might play an important part in her season. So until then, Bachelor Fantake, out.
Dale.
Shut up about
Dale.
Shut up about
Dale.